In this video, I'm going to show you guys the best gem methods in Pet Simulator 99. So yeah, since we not have received any updates inside of the game, I thought I might as well show you guys some extra diamond methods that I've actually been testing and experimenting on. And yeah, I tested some old methods as well, so I want to show you guys a bunch of, or not a bunch, but a few of these actually pretty insane methods to make a ton of diamonds. So yeah, make sure you guys watch the entire video so you guys can see everything. So yeah, I'll get into it right now. This part of the video is sponsored by U7Buy. U7Buy allows you to get great deals on gems and a wide range of diverse items to help you succeed and dominate Pet Simulator 99. Also use code Vortex for an exclusive 5% off on your order. Check out U7Buy in the description down below, and now let's get right back into the video. So yeah, this is going to be the first one and probably one of the best ones, or at least methods, and it's going to require you to actually travel to World 1 however, so we need to go to the spawn world. Alright, then once we're here, we're going to need to teleport to area number 54 right here, and yeah, that is because we're going to be using the garden merchant right over here. And yeah, to do this diamond method, you're actually going to need two things. You're going to need a bunch of diamond plant seeds. If you do not have any of these, you can buy a bunch of these in the plaza. People are usually selling them for not extremely expensive, or they're not too bad. Just make sure if you are trying to buy them, try and get them for the wrap price or as close as you can to the wrap price for the best deal. And then you're also going to need the insta plant capsules as well, so make sure you get some of these as well if you can afford them. You guys should be able to for the most part because they're pretty cheap. They aren't very expensive at all. But yeah, well, all you need is those two things, and we can now head into the flower garden. And also for Rebirth 3, apparently we can just claim this free chest right here. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything from it, but we can go ahead and claim that every 3 hours, which is pretty cool. But yeah, what I actually came here for is to actually use these diamond plans and actually receive a bunch of diamonds from the plan. And yeah, as you can see just from claiming the few ones I got, I already got 157,000 gems, or 180,000 I saw. So yeah, pretty much all you want to do is you want to just go ahead and stand right next to your plot. You want to plant the diamond seed, then you want to hit E on the instant plant capsule and use it on this one, and it just instantly grows it, and you can just claim it just like so. So yeah, I'm willing to bet you can easily set up a macro or just sit here and do this AFK, or not AFK, but just sit here and do this. It's not too difficult. It pretty much is just spamming E over and over, and it's really not too bad. But yeah, I think I might actually just make a macro to do this because I don't really want to sit here and click over and over again. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can maybe make a macro right now. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Went ahead and started running this macro. Let's see if it works. It hopefully should. Alright, well, there we go. It is now functioning. It is like slowly not working right. I think it's like taking a second in between, which is too long. But yeah, it is still definitely working. It is going at a decent pace, I guess. So I guess I'll just let this sit here and run for a bit. So yeah, hopefully we come back to a decent amount of gems. That would definitely be pretty nice. So I guess I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit, and we'll see how much we're at in a minute. Alright, we are back, and we've made well over 2 million gems at least by doing this, and it hasn't even been that long. And my macro is definitely pretty messed up. I think if I did it right, I could probably go like twice the speed if I made it right. And yeah, in about 10 or so minutes, I made like around 2 million diamonds. So you can get 10 million diamonds in just around 10 minutes. So yeah, it's definitely not bad, especially the fact that you can also just do it with a macro and completely have it AFK-able, so it's actually a pretty good way to make a lot of diamonds. And yeah, if you don't have any of the instant plant capsules, what you can do is you can just plant all these seeds, the diamond seeds around, and just wait for them to grow. It's definitely not going to be anywhere near as efficient, but it's still alright, because if you buy as many crops as you can get, or not crops, but these seed slots, and then if you just come back in 2.5 hours, because that's how long it takes, you should be able to harvest all these, and you should be able to get a decent amount of gems. But yeah, I would definitely recommend just having the instant plant capsule if you can, and also just stand next to this seed slot right here. I think this is the best one to use it at. But yeah, this is definitely, I can literally sit here and do this extremely quickly, actually, as you can see. And yeah, you can probably do it faster without the macro, but the downside of it is you do need to stand here and actually do it, but it's still very fast doing this for sure. And yeah, if you do want to water the plants as well, you can also do that, and it will speed up the speed growth of them by a little bit, which I guess isn't bad, so you can go ahead and do this if you want to. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty much everything for this diamond method. this is definitely a very good one. I would definitely suggest you guys use this as soon as you can. But yeah, for this next method, we're gonna need to actually go ahead and travel to the tech world. So we have to go ahead and go to world 2, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so the first place we're going to be teleporting to is right over here in area 140. And that's because we are over here, we do have the adventurer store. And that is because if you actually have grinded out all the areas and have actually just like tried doing the quests, you actually will receive a lot of these quest medals right here. And yeah, they're actually pretty decent. I actually have 91 of them, which is almost enough to purchase this adventurer's loot box right here. And yeah, it's worth 14.6 million gems, and it's pretty easy to get. It's honestly not too difficult. All you need to do is just do these quests in every area, which is pretty easy. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grind and try and get these last 8 medals I believe I need now. Yeah, I need 8 more. I'm gonna try and get 8 more of these medals, and then we should be done and be able to buy one of those adventurer's loot boxes. Alright, we are back and we are on the final quest, and then we should be at 100 of these vouchers and we should be done. Alright, and there we go. We're now at 100 of the vouchers. Let's go ahead and head back over here and let's go ahead and purchase this adventurer's loot box if it'll actually let us, and there we go. So yeah, I definitely suggest you guys do that because I've just got a free 14 million gems basically, and yeah, pretty helpful. And yeah, finally the last diamond method I'm going to be showing off is actually just pretty much just exclusive daycare. It's not really that much to it. However, as you can see, it actually does matter which pets you do throw inside of the machine. But yeah, obviously as you can see, if I do go ahead and put in a Titanic pet, I'm not going to do it, but it does give you 10 million gems per day, which is pretty nice. But yeah, also I can go ahead and throw in this golden huge air cat right here for 30 days, and he will actually give me almost 1 million gems a day, which isn't bad. Basically, I'll get a free 30 million gems just by putting in this pet for a month and not really having to think about it, so it's pretty worth it to be honest, especially if you don't really care about the pet. I think part of the reason why it is actually giving me so much is also because the pet is level 99. It is completely maxed out. Same thing with a lot of these other huge pets, like these golden huge hell rocks will actually give me 400,000 per day, which is pretty good, just by doing literally nothing and claiming gems. It's actually not too bad. But yeah, I do think it does vary, or the gems does vary on a couple things. I think it matters on the level of the pet, and I think also how rare it is. I think those two things are what actually depends on how many gems you can get per pet. But yeah, I'm gonna go and just throw in this golden huge air cat in here to at least put something in here, because why not? Let's go and throw this in, and we're just gonna let it, or give us a confirmation, and we can go ahead and hit yes, and there we go. So now we can claim this every 24 hours, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is also a pretty good way to make diamonds, and it's also a passive way as well, so you don't really need to even do anything to get diamonds from this. But also I did want to show you guys one more method to actually make some pretty good value in gems, and yeah, that actually being the claw machine right here. And yeah, if you have actually been grinding inside of the last area, let me go ahead and leave really quick, just because I can't open up my inventory inside of the claw machine. But yeah, as you can see, I have 1100 arcade tokens, and yeah, I literally got all of these just from grinding inside the last area, so it's actually pretty beneficial just to get a lot of these. And yeah, if you don't have any of these, you can just go ahead and buy them from the trading plaza. They're pretty cheap to be honest, but yeah, they're only 20,000, so you can go ahead and get them pretty easily. So hop into here, and yeah, you can just spend your arcade tokens on this machine, and you can definitely make way more value than what you're spending on the tokens if you are playing right. You definitely want to try and pick up the more valuable drops, because they're going to give you way more gems and also have a higher chance to receive a huge pet, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go and drop this up there, see if I can maybe grab that. And okay, we got a 10x instead. I guess that 10x isn't bad. And okay, never mind, it literally fell off the claw machine right before it fell in. That's great. And also one more tip, if your claw machine like doesn't have any really good drops in it, and if you are inside of the VIP server, you can just reset your VIP server and it will generate a whole new section of arcade eggs you can actually win. Or if you don't actually own a VIP server, you can just hop public servers and then it will do the same thing. But yeah, we just picked up this diamond gift. I guess we're gonna get that somehow. I'm not sure what we're gonna be getting from it. It says massive diamond loot bag, and yeah, I'm not really sure how many diamonds it gave me, but hopefully it was pretty good. But yeah, I want to give this a couple more chances because I want to see if I can maybe get that 50 all the way in the back. That would be pretty nice. But it looks like it might just be out of reach for me to get it, unfortunately, so I don't think I can actually grab it. But yeah, we still at least won another diamond, big diamond loot bag, I guess, which isn't bad as well. And yeah, I think I was at 464 million diamonds and actually went to 465, so maybe these loot bags actually give a decent amount of gems if I'm not wrong. And yeah, it definitely is a pretty decent way to make a decent amount of diamonds, but I think the other methods I showed earlier might be a little bit better. But yeah, at the end of the day, it pretty much all just is luck based pretty much, so you can pretty much do any of these methods and you can hopefully make some pretty good profit. And yeah, that pretty much is everything for the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 100k subs. I really appreciate you guys subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.